A beach on Kent's Thanet coast. The peaceful seaside setting of Dumpton Gap is broken by the sound of pupils from Newlands Primary School in Broadstairs. They're taking part in a special lesson. This is a nature walk and talk with a difference. Tales of the sea brought to life in the open air by members of Scandalmonger's theatre company.
You have to protect them with snap claws. Well, I am.
The school children are here to learn about the marine environment on their doorstep as part of Kent Coastal Week, which this year has a special significance.
It's the International Year of Biodiversity, and so Kent Coastal Weeks can be a great opportunity for us to celebrate the wildlife of our coastline, the marine and bird life through a number of different events and activities. There's loads of guided walks to storytelling walks to sea safaris, Rocky Shore Discovery Tour, great ways to actually get up and close to your local wildlife. So great ways of people getting involved.
Kent has one of the longest coastlines in the country. Making the most of this wonderful free open space is the name of the game when it comes to the annual Coastal Week events.
Kent County Council coordinates Kent's Coastal Weeks. It's an umbrella programme for about 20 different organisations, including Wildlife Trust, Thanet Coast Project, RSPB, many more, in order that we can actually provide these events and get people out onto the coast. And we've got over 100 events this year. The coast is one of Kent's key assets, really. We've got 350 miles of coastline, some fantastic landscapes and some fantastic wildlife. And a lot of that wildlife is out there in the ocean. It's just as diverse and just as important as our wildlife on land. And so Coastal Week this year is providing people an opportunity to actually discover what marine wildlife is all about.
And that's where Thanet Coast Project comes into play.
Thanet Coast Project is here to raise awareness about the importance of the international marine and bird life of the area of North East Kent and reduce our impact on the wildlife. Usually through events and activities, ones for the public and also ones for local schools and the community to get involved in.
Fully grown, 1 to 2 centimetres, hide in the mud under rocks, and is very, very hard to catch.
It's an opportunity for these students to see creatures from Kent's underwater world at close quarters.
Well, I think it's really important. I mean, the Thanet coastline is their playground. This is their front garden, and they need to know all about it and what there is for them to find.
Yeah, I got a crab. I got a crab.
It's fabulous, isn't it? It's either side of the carapace. Gently. It's only got little legs. Excellent. Okay, there he is.
That's a girl. It's wider. The little triangle bit's wider down the bottom.
Really? I think you can get a little bit complacent, and as this is the next generation, they need to understand exactly what conservation is all about.
I think it's like a whelk or something.
It looks a bit like a fish or a shrimp or something at the very edge there.
Well, already they've learnt some wonderful stories from scaramongers. A little bit more about fact and fiction, but the way they've gone about the rock pools and trying to find out all these little creatures, they understand that out there are a lot of things living.
I found a rock with loads of anemones, what she's holding there.
And what did you think they were?
I thought they were little squidgy jelly thingies.
And what did you enjoy most?
I enjoyed looking around in the rock pools and finding loads of stuff.
And why are you dressed like that?
I'm dressed like that to, obviously, to be helping promote all the different wildlife that we find, and we've been doing part of our storytelling today was to do with the thornback ray.
I think ignorance. I think that's the biggest danger. If we don't teach the next generation and they don't understand, that's the biggest problem. We have to get out of the classroom and into the environment, and this is the perfect opportunity, and we'll be doing this again.
We put Coastal Week on during half term because there are lots of family events for people of all ages and interests. We are providing sort of free and subsidised activities during Coastal Week, so that's the idea really, is to get people out here and hopefully they'll come back and take part in future events and things.
Where did you find that?
I found it over there.
Have a look. And what do you think about it?
Quite fascinating.